What's up, YouTube? This is Shuttleboy, and I'm back with yet another video. Today's video, we're going to be talking about a couple sneakers here. Just another one of those chill videos where I like to do these, where we just kind of sit back, relax, and talk about some sneakers that, for the most part, I feel like are usually overlooked sneakers that people don't really think about all that much. But I'm here to bring that heat that is overlooked to the forefront. Hopefully this gives you guys some interesting ideas as far as footwear and stuff too. I just like looking for really cool designs that people like just kind of ignore or people just sleep on. And this one's definitely going to be a little bit of both. A little bit of hype here and a little bit of not hype here. Let's just get right into it though, guys. First one is hype and not at the same time. This is from On Soul Collector here. We have the Bembury New Balance 2002 R collaboration. First off, this colorway is just awesome. You guys know I love orange. I believe, let me make sure. I don't remember the exact thing, but this guy is from Versace actually, and he does some of his own stuff too. A lot of designers for fashion brands, they design for under their name for other stuff, but under Versace, they're not going to have their name on it. But this is supposed to be, I don't see anything that says it right off here, but I believe this was supposed to have some like Grand Canyon vibes or something like that. I really love the palette on this. I love the materials, how the suede's like super shaggy. Looks really good on the shoe. Also, whatever they did to the end, I think is very cool as well. And I love the orange on the midsole here. Just these little hits right here and right there look super nice. I love this shoe. This looks awesome. And on a brighter note, it does say October 23rd for 150. I feel like 150 for this sneaker is a super steal. I don't know why, but I just think this is a great deal because this looks really quality. I'm not like a huge fan of Versace or anything, but I do really like this shoe. It just looks great. And the thing I was saying, on the bright side, if you're not able to get this pair, 150 on October 23rd, they are releasing some GR colorways that are simple, typical New Balance colorways, like a grayscale one, a navy pair, I believe, and maybe it was a black, and I think I saw an all white as well, or it's like a creamish white. So definitely be on the lookout for the sneaker because I do see a lot of potential with this model. Unfortunately, with the 990 V5, which I love that shoe to death, I don't feel like there's really been all that many great colorways of it other than the original couple they released. I feel like that shoe got kind of slept on as far as what they could do with it colorways wise. So I hope this shoe gets a little bit more love because I really like what I'm seeing from it, and I think there's a lot of potential here. Now moving on, we have to talk about the Jordan 35. If we're into sneakers, you have to talk about the newest Jordan to some degree and what's going on with it. It has been revealed a while back. We talked about it a little bit ago as well, seeing that there was a fragment collaboration colorway. And it has been officially unveiled now. They said like tech specs and showed some colorways that are going to be releasing here. So we've seen this one already, which I guess the inspiration on this one actually, although the title doesn't really show that, is that they actually, when designing a sneaker, actually, there's these forms of documents you have to submit to the manufacturer. And when you do that, at least for one of the documents, you kind of color code each material contrasting ways, so then it's easier to tell what's what material and what's not to show the manufacturer. And that's what's going on with this one. This is basically what they sent to the manufacturer to color code and tell them what materials what. And they thought it just looked really cool at one point when they did that and said, let's just make that a colorway. I think it's pretty cool, but it's not like something I need. I am way more into, when it comes to Jordan brand, colorways that are like more towards the original Jordan colorways we know and love. I love seeing new things on everything. I'm all for that, and I think this turned out well. But if you're only copying like one pair of the Jordan 35 or just one pair of the Jordan 3 or the Jordan 6, make it an original colorway. That's just the smarter thing to do. But like I said, this one pretty cool, nothing crazy. Then this one is really cool because it is more in line with the Black Tongue Fire Red, which I think is super fire. My only gripe on this is it has a clear, translucent outsole, and I just hate when shoes have that because living in the Midwest, it rains a lot, it snows a lot, weather is bad. So the bottoms, why would I want my bottom of my shoe to be like the most like a translucent like icy blue or clear outsole is like so prone to getting dirty and disgusting. And I mean, the bottoms of shoes can stain pretty easily. It's not easy to clean that all off. So I would hope that, and I know it's the bottom of your shoe, but for some reason with translucent ones, it just looks way worse to me. But moving on, there's another colorway that is like a bread colorway. So I really like this one as well because, I mean, they didn't do that crap with the bottom. I think this colorway is cooler. Like, I just like this one more. But this one's the more practical one, so it's kind of hard to pick. Then we got the Zion colorway, Bayou Boys. Not as cool as the 34 colorway, but I do really like Zion, and I would like to support him. I think it's cool that it has a gum bottom. The colorway is not bad, it's just not exciting. So I kind of wish they did a little bit more with that. And then we have another one, which I don't know the exact story on this one. I believe there's a player overseas in Asia, I believe, that is signed by Jordan Brand and is pretty hype over there. And there's a number here, I think 13, for him, and they actually make colorways for him. And I think this might be releasing stateside as well. And it looks pretty cool. I just don't really have any connection to that person, so it's not like something I need. But for what we see here, I'm liking it. I just really hope we see more of these kind of colorways because these look really nice, and especially if this is based off off the Jordan 5 with that tongue, you gotta play into that more, and I really hope that is the case. But a lot of them are releasing pretty soon too. A lot of them in October, so definitely check out for those if you want to get them because I do think these are going to be awesome sneakers. Obviously for basketball, but I like getting new designs in. The latest modern designs are always fun to try out at least. And last but not least, speaking of the latest designs, this is going to be something that's a little weird to you guys. I know some people are definitely going to just jump off of this, but I have a hot take here. I think, I mean, they got to follow through with this. This isn't something that is going to come easy to them, but I think Under Armour has serious potential to be like the next like up and coming footwear brand that has a little bit of hype to them. Obviously with Adidas at one point there was a huge hype into that. That was one of the biggest hypes of a brand other than Nike in recent years. And then it kind of died off, and they still have a lot more love there than they did in the past. Puma is a brand now that they're getting a lot of hype lately. They've been getting a lot of love for their designs and stuff, and just finding a way to find their place in modern footwear. I think that's something a lot of issues with brands are having, is that they're having trouble in this newer age of modern footwear. Where is their place in it? And I think that's something Converse kind of has an issue with, but they found it with Tyler some, but the rest of the brand is a little confused. But Under Armour here, Under Armour is one of those brands that definitely has struggled with that. I mean, they know their place in footwear, but they haven't found a way to really flourish, I would say. And this is just a great step in that direction, and I think if they keep doing this, this is going to be really big for them. And this sneaker is called the UA, so Under Armour Hover Summit Fat Tire. And Hover is their latest cushion that is apparently really good, so I'm very interested in that. But for those who don't know, Fat Tire from Under Armour is something that they've actually made a lot of sneakers relating to this, where it's actually they use Michelin rubber, like Michelin tire rubber, for the outsole, which I always thought was very interesting. It always had this like interesting curvature to the outsole, and then had this really aggressive, interesting pattern to it. It's supposed to be really good for all weather, and I really like that. I think that's an area that I think Under Armour should continue to explore, and I think they will, is just going towards that like all-terrain or that Nike ACG or just outdoor fashion for footwear, because Nike ACG has a specific aesthetic that I think a lot of people really love, and I'm starting to see that with other brands as well, and I think that would be a great spot for Under Armour to fit since they're so performance driven. I think performance technology in that area could look really good fashionably as well. So I'm really loving this sneaker. It's supposed to be super comfortable. It looks really cool. Apparently, they're not showing it on here, but it was supposed to come with a shroud too that you zip on and off. That you see the little teeth for the zipper there, and they're not releasing it with that, which really sucks because I think that would add just it adds versatility to it. It didn't look better with the shroud, but it was just such a cool concept, and it's a shame. Probably for costing measures, they couldn't do it. But it's interesting they kept the teeth there, so I wonder if they'll sell it separately or something. That would be interesting. But I also wanted to show this colorway. I know doesn't give it much love, but if you look at the colorway here, this colorway is really hot. I really love this one. That color on the midsole looks really nice, especially with the icy bottom. But yeah, just really liking this shoe. The only little gripe I have with it is, and it's because they have a ton of tech involved in this, and it's a very substantial sneaker, you can tell, is that price is $170. And I mean, obviously that didn't stop too many people because, as you can see, a lot of sizes sold out. They don't even have bigger sizes on here anymore because they just sold so many. At one point, they did have like size 12, 13, etc. on here. But because it sold so well, I guess they ran out of stock on that. I did see somebody post recently that they were on Foot Locker, but sizes are already selling out on there as well. So I really want to get this colorway. I really want to try out something from Under Armour because I think they have really nice quality, and I haven't got anything from them in a while. But definitely be on the lookout for Under Armour. Believe it or not, they're one of those brands that at first glance you really don't think they have anything fashionable going for them, but I see a lot of potential there. So that's pretty much going to conclude this video, guys. Let me know down below what you think of these sneakers. Personally, I think a lot of these are really cool. Once again, I'm just really excited for some of the stuff Under Armour is up to. Just looking at some of their product now, it definitely interests me. The Jordan 35, the latest Jordan, is always fun to look at. And I'm really excited for this New Balance model. It definitely is another thing that it fits with the 990 V5 in style. And I really hope that we keep getting some good colorways. And I hope they keep this model a little bit more on the GR side. They can release limited colorways, but I hope there's some GR colorways as well. And that's going to conclude the video, guys. Please hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. And please subscribe if you haven't already for more golf wing, more sneakers, more clothing, more Shuttleboy. This is Shuttleboy, guys. And I'm out, guys. Peace.